Shawn Nation, welcome back to another Arena Breakout video, and today we are going to be going over how to unlock the titanium 3x3 case in Arena Breakout. Now, I've made a video on this before, but this is going to be the extended version. I'm going to be going over all 60 missions. Every single one of these we'll go through, see what it has to offer, if there's any tips that I can give you on how to complete those missions. I've helped quite a few of my friends get theirs already at 1,000 hours into the game, and not to mention, I'm pretty sure I was the first one to unlock this 3x3 case on my 24-hour stream. So let's get right into it here, and not to mention, this case is amazing. Look at this. You can fit 3 reds in this. How much money is it? 20 mil, 1.3, 1.5. It's insane. So definitely worth the grind to unlock this. And let me mention as well, this is a season grind. I've seen a lot of the comments, people asking, do you have to unlock this every season? Yes, you do have to unlock this every single season. It's really cool because it keeps players motivated, keeps people moving throughout the map. I think it is a really, really good addition to Arena Breakout. All right, let's start covering the missions here. Now, I'll be going row by row like this so we don't get lost here. So starting with the top row. Mission number 1, real simple. Go to small hall in farm and put down supplies. Typically, when you're seeing put down supplies or put something down or interact, right? Basically, just have to hit F. And if you get a little bit lost, you can actually, where is the maps? Here we go. You can actually click your map, and on the map, you're going to see a orange icon that correlates to your mission. So it's not too bad. If you're coming over from a game like Tarkov, it could be kind of hard because you have to depend on the wiki. But in this game, super simple. Just go to your map. It's going to tell you where it's at and then where to put the supplies down at. All right, conflict resolution here. Search unsearched containers 15 times in farm. This is very simple. Just got to find containers, search them, you'll be good. And for the second part, bring out items worth 200,000 Cohen. Very simple. If you die, it's okay. All this will count towards your extract as you accumulate Cohen extracting with it. But that's not really too bad. You can fit 200k worth of stuff within your secure container. All right, for the compensation, go to frontier position, go to supply camp, and go to radar station. All of these will be on the map. But once you're in Valley, just go to your map and you'll be able to find it right there. For arrogance, eliminate 5 enemies at the Norteño Port, Valley Village, and RV camp. All of those, again, will be on the map. And you can kill the 5 enemies spread out through these locations on there. For risk management, we got investigate the truck on the highway and farm, investigate the broken bridge, investigate the roadblock, and eliminate 5 enemies near the east-west main road in farm. Now, the east-west main road is just going to be that main road going down the middle. All you got to do is stand on there and kill the enemies. And then investigating all of these, again, just go on your map and you'll be able to find those locations on there. It was risk management, right? Yep. So paranoia, we have search unsearched containers 5 times at the supply camp in Valley. Then eliminate 5 enemies at beachhead position, supply camp, and frontier positions in Valley. Again, all you have to do is go to all these locations and then get a total of the 5. And then searching 5 containers here at the supply camp isn't too bad. There's quite a bit there, that area. All right, abnormalities. We have search unsearched safes 1 time in Valley and confirm evidence at the radio station in Valley as well. This is very simple. On the map here, go to Valley. You will be able to see, oh, can I not see it because I'm not in game? No. Okay. Well, when you're in game, you can actually see the safes on the map. Just mark one of those and you'll be able to hit one of the 3 safes. Shadow of the West. Search unsearched containers 5 times in North Village, in Northridge, and then investigate anti-aircraft missiles North Village. So again, all of these are on the map. You're going to hear me repeat myself a lot in this video, but I do want to make sure that you do know every single one of these missions can be found on your map. Place beacon at South Village. There you go. Again, placing the beacon, you'll be able to see it and press F to interact with placing the beacon. Snafu, search, unsearch, close, and document boxes 4 times in North Village. This one can be a little bit tough because you do have to find where these items are. But if you are familiar with the wiki in Tarkov, Arena Breakout does have a wiki as well. And in there, you can find the close and the document boxes on that wiki on the map that they provide in there. So if you want to do something like that to kind of make it a little bit easier, you can do that as well. But shouldn't be too hard. There's plenty of stuff there to find. And then find traces of explosives production at the North Village weapon store. And all that is marked there for you. Then we got the last one here, choice. Eliminate 3 operators in Northridge and eliminate 5 militants in Northridge. Now the operators, the AI players do count towards this. So if you are familiar with their shooting patterns or their typical spawn locations or anything like that, you can definitely take advantage of eliminating those operators. And then just the militants will be the scavs that are on the map. All right, let's go to road number 2 here. We have boss. First one is go to villa, go to stable, and then go to grain trade center station. Nothing too crazy here, just visiting different parts on the map. For retreat, we have eliminate 5 enemies in valley and find items at the beach, villa, and valley. These are going to be any enemies, could be scavs, could be players, doesn't matter. And then finding the items at beach, villa. Again, just look on the map there for that. Cleaning house, set up camp at the campsite in valley, and then deliver 20 household items brought out from the dark zone. Okay, so now we're getting into some real questing stuff here, right? Delivering 20 household items. Now, if you click on, what are we on the second one here? If you click on any of your items, right? Now let's just grab this and you right click and look at it underneath what the item name is. You'll be able to tell what type of item that it is. So this one is flammables. If I look at this, you're going to see that it's building materials. This here, you're going to see that this is household items. So this would be one of the items that we are looking for that mission. Then of course, if you want to look at all of the items, you can just click market right here. And within inside the market, you want to look at all of the items that you're searching for. So like household items, you can scroll through here. These are going to be all of the household items that you can find inside of your raid. Let's go back into this.
Must have been difficult. Reply received. You did well.
Oh, we're on the third one. Wow, we are cooking. Now we're on Rift. So Rift, send a letter to radio station in Valley and then extract from Valley 1 time. Very simple. This isn't too hard. All you gotta do really get out on that one. Past. Go to North and South Villages in Northridge. Go to Sawmill and go to Northridge Hotel. Just be careful at Northridge Hotel, especially if you're a new player. That is a hot zone in there. Of course, these other places can be too, but this is like the hot zone. That's where all the sweats go. Just be careful when going to hotel. For expert, search, unsearch, close 6 times in South Village, and then place a letter on the 2nd floor of the beekeeper's hut in Northridge. Again, all that is marked there for you on the map. Deliver 20 miscellaneous military items brought out from the dark zone and bring out items worth 300,000 coin. Okay, so this one right here, I really enjoy 2 places for this. It's going to be Armoring and Northridge. Northridge over at the sewage, there's a lot of the green military crates there. You should be able to find military items very, very easy. Again, all you got to do is inspect the item to see exactly what it is or what type of item that it is. Okay.
Reply received.
Or what's this called? Declaration of Allegiance. Search, unsearch office drawers 3 times in Northridge, and then eliminate 5 enemies at the North and South Villages, sewage plant or sawmill. So enemies, that's going to be anything. It could be scavs. Doesn't necessarily have to be players. All right, out of the net. Go to the dilapidated shack in Northridge. Go to the SW camp in Northridge. Eliminate 5 enemies at camp services and send a message to help the observation tower in Northridge. Not too bad. Just going to different locations here and then eliminating 5 enemies, which again, it could be any enemies. It could be players. It could be scavs. Doesn't matter. And then the last one here on the first set of missions is lying in the wait. Eliminate 3 operators in Northridge and extract from Northridge 1 time. So this here, you just got to get a little bit busy, kill 3 players, then nice extract. So that covers all of the missions from the first part right there. Now I will also like to add that as you are doing these missions, you might see like 1 at a time, and then you'll complete it and then have to go to the next one. Make sure when you're in raid and you do complete one of the missions that you check it while you're in raid and make sure that there isn't a second step. I know that trips up a lot of people, so that way you don't have to go back into raid just to mark a certain location or go to a certain spot. Make sure you double check your mission. Okay, let's go on to the second part here. The first one is going to be breaking point. Now breaking point, go to radar station in armory and place letters at the armory maintenance room regional electrical office. Not too hard, just find it on the map and then show the letter where it tells you. Next one is guard corps. Now this one is scout the surrounding at the stable riding school, scout the surroundings at the Grade Trade Center, and eliminate 8 enemies with a Mini 14, F57, or UMP. Now you can do this very, very simply in normal mode. A lot of these can be done between normal and lockdown mode. For some of the ones at the end can definitely be forbidden, will be a little bit easier, but something like this, all you have to do is eliminate enemies. So that can be scavs, AI players, it doesn't matter. You can go super, super cheap running just say an F57, Mini 14. I mean, all these are very cheap guns. All right. Identity revealed. We have investigate clues at ports and then eliminate 10 enemies at the small factory in Valley. And again, this is only, this could be anything. This can be scavs, players, AI, don't matter. Next one is empty handed. Search 5 containers at the communication station main building in Northridge and destroy the control panel in the communication station annex building. This is a great example of a 2-parter here. So you end up searching this, and then once you do this, the second part would unlock. Just look out for that as you're doing these missions. Just quickly look at your mission and you should be good. You can see it while you're in raid. All right, next one is reinforcing defenses. Investigate the damaged exterior walls at the gas station or repair facility in armory and deliver 30 building items brought out of raid. So the building items can be any of the maps. Okay, if it says from the dark zone, it can be any of the maps. The building items can be truly anywhere. They can be in storage boxes, like the storage containers. It can be in drawers. So truly just look out for anything when it comes to the building materials. All right, next one is dark as night. Set up observation point number 1 at the mine in armory and set up observation point 2 at the mine in armory. That one is very, very simple. Tables, eliminate 8 operators at armory periphery. So this is the outside of armory, right? Yeah, outside of armory for that one. And then the next one here is situation settled. Eliminate 5 enemies at Valley Village in Valley, and then place gifts at Village Village. Too much talking. Oh, the words are starting to scramble a little bit. All right, you guys got it. You guys got it on that one. Oh, I get a freebie. Wait, is this the same one? No. There we go. Okay, no way out. Eliminate 10 enemies at the radar station. Beachhead positions, port in Valley, and bring out 2 primary weapons from Valley. These don't have to be crazy. This can be from the scavs. If you go into Valley, say with a pistol, then this will allow you to put 2 primary weapons from any of the scavs or something like that. Isn't too crazy. Last one we have here is Armory Memories. Obtain reward from the counter on the 2nd floor of the motel. That's it. Let's go to the next set here. We have Survivors. Bring out 30 weapon accessories from the Dark Zone. Bring out 240 rounds of various ammo from the Dark Zone. This is very easy. This doesn't have to be anything crazy. This can be the worst of the worst ammo, the worst of the worst weapon accessories from scavs. It doesn't matter. It could be worth 100 Cohen. It doesn't matter. It all counts towards this one. Again, the worst of the worst rounds, even from the scavs, counts towards bringing out 240 rounds of various ammo. So nothing specific when it comes to that. Next one here, we have Plan in Motion. Obtain explosives from the parking lot store in Northridge, and then hide explosives at the specified area at the cable car observation deck in Northridge. So just 2 things that you have to touch and click there, and then extract from Northridge via cable car 1 time. I would say the best one for this would probably be Lockdown, since you can extract with money. If you go Forbidden, you're gonna need dog tags. So unless you plan on taking down enemies, I would say just go Lockdown. That way you can get out using cash. All right. Next one is Accident. Obtain operation plan from the 3rd floor of Camp Services in Northridge, and place operation plan at the mine entrance in Armory. This is 2 different maps here. You got to go to Northridge for this one, and then unfortunately switch maps and then go to Armory for that one. Advancing the timeline. Eliminate 10 enemies at the repair facility in Armory. Place supplies at the specified location in the secret passage. Next one here, all according to plan. Send letters to the barn in Valley. Turn for the worst. Eliminate 8 operators at the Armory periphery in Armory. Extract successfully Armory 1 time. Escape route. Search unused airdrop containers 4 times in Valley. Send signals from the small port in Valley. Now, let me kind of help you guys out with this one a little bit. Valley. Right off the top of my head, if you're looking for these, I know there is one here in Abandoned Hut. There's also one here. Brain fart. Is it on the helicopter? There's one right in here. There's one. Oh my goodness. I told myself I wouldn't forget this, and I'm forgetting. Well, there you go. I believe they. Oh no, they moved the one that was over here, I believe. So there's 3 right there. Again, you can go on the wiki and try and find where the airdrop containers are if you search the maps over on wiki. And then, of course, send signal from the small port. Not too bad. Next one here, Spiderweb. Investigate clues at the Eastern Farm in Valley. Observe ships at sea from the 2nd floor of port in Valley. And eliminate 10 enemies in Valley. This could be any enemies. Don't let that one stress you out. Just W key all the scavs and you should be good. This one, it was a little bit annoying, I felt like, but once I figured it out, then it wasn't too bad. 15 food or beverages in Valley. Back to the map here. I got a lot of luck in this area, and also what was it? Searching the scavs. That's it. Searching the scavs. They typically have food on them, so that was my best advice for that. Investigate the boat beneath the cliff at the Pino radio station, but nothing too crazy. Was that cheating death? Yeah. No escape. Offer your condolences at the candle table in the corridor behind Small Hall. Just have to go to that location. Lone Warrior. Search unsearched document boxes 5 times in farm. Now this one, it's so annoying because you have to go back a couple times. If you go in normal mode, I can tell you where there is 3. We're gonna have 1 document box here within Green Trade Center. There is one in the locked building here for stable warehouse with the stable warehouse key. And there is one here in small hall in front of the safe. All right, in the road, examine the battle traces at the armory garage. In armory, examine the battle traces, ammo dump in armory. We got examining and discover the letter. Okay, offer your condolences. Okay, so this is a two-parter as well. So you have to go armory, then back to small hall. So that is the second set of missions there. On to the third and final. Now for unwelcome guests, we're gonna have eliminate 10 enemies with a F2000 ZC or AR-57. Again, really easy. It's just enemies, doesn't have to be players. Right now, I would say ZC out of all these, probably the cheapest entry to get into. So I would probably go with ZC. PS bullets, not too bad. All right, next one is bootstraps. Bring out items worth 1.5 mil Cohen. Now this doesn't have to be all at once. You can get out, say if you get out with 750,000 one raid, and then the second raid you get out with another 750, it'll count towards the overall there. Lesson in respect. Bring out 10 purple or better miscellaneous tools from Northridge. Now tools can be, oh, this one I think out of all of them are the most annoying for me, I think. But if you go, bring up my map again, and this is a really good spot for a lot of different things. And this part of the map here, but especially sewage, there is a lot of toolboxes within sewage. You can check here, inside of there, especially back in this hallway, in here. So just take your time with that one. I don't have a really good tip when it comes to the tools. I feel like all of our friends kind of just struggle with the RNG when it comes to that. All right, that was a lesson in respect, right? Yeah. So changing times, eliminate 10 enemies at the beach villa in Valley, and then investigate the beach villa in Valley. This right here, all you have to do is stay within the beach villa and then search containers. Once you get it all done, there's a certain percentage, I think it's like 200 points or something like that you have to get, 250. I don't remember exactly, but once it's done, then it completes. That one's not too hard. Basically just spending time looting a location there. We got a warning, eliminate one boss in the valley. Now the boss can spawn in one of two places. Go back here. It could be in Beach Villa or here in the courtyard. Now my best advice is pop a stim right off the get-go, and I would go, depending which spawn you have. If you have the spawn closest to Beach Villa, definitely rush Beach Villa first, and then you can go up to courtyard. If you got one of these spawns here, go courtyard and then down into Villa. And then the last one for this row is search unsearched document boxes 5 times in Armory, and then get a letter from the basement of Intelligence Center in Armory. Now this is a two-parter. I know this one specifically because my friend was super excited that he got the 5 boxes, and then we had to go back into Armory, which is his least favorite map, to do the second part right here. It was just kind of a funny little memory. I had to share that with you guys. The next one is Hidden Dangers. For this one is eliminate 10 enemies with a Vector MPX P90 on the east side of farm and retrieve combat plan from the grain. And for this one, I would just go with the cheapest option, buy like a Vector MPX cheap ammo and just run normal farm, get 10 scavs and call it a day right there. Next one is Old Enemy. Deliver 30 flammable items brought out of the dark zone. Now, I will say this as well. Any of these that say deliver and not that you have to take it out of the raid, you can have these stored up already. So if you have 30 of the flammable items ready to go, once you have this mission, boom, you just turn it in. So there's a little tip. If I've missed any of the ones beforehand, sorry about that. It just kind of crossed my mind just now, but just drop it in the comments down below if I did miss one. That way we can help out the rest of Strong Nation. Next one here, we have Underground Network. This is just investigate these surroundings. North Highway in Armory. Just goes to the map. Again, like the other one, stay in this location and search, and you should be good there. The Underground Network. Yep. Next one is Captured. Captured is bring out 10 purple or better miscellaneous. What was even that? My mouth is so dry right now. Bring out 10 purple or better miscellaneous military items from Armory. Now, this one, definitely give you a little tip when it comes to that. In this area right here, this is really good. You can find a lot of military items right in here. Sometimes you can even find 2 missiles laying on both sides of, is this the artillery gun? I think it's arty. Anywho, there is the green military crates here as well. I know there's one underneath there. And then if you search inside of there and within the shooting range, between this little area, you should get your stuff between 1 to 2 raids. Probably 2 raids. You should be able to get everything from Armory there. Next one is Jones. Search unsearched. Wow. Search unsearched safes 5 times in Armory. Extract from Armory 1 time. This is so much talking. Holy. All right. So this one isn't too bad as well. You do have the safes on the outside. And if you do want to hit the locked door, Armory, there we go. Over at Sluice, there is one that you could hit here. So you got the free safe there, the locked one here, the free safe within gas station. Then you have the possibility of getting the strong box here, or here as well. So between those on the outside, if you don't want to go to the interior of Armory, you should be able to get that done. If you do go within the interior of Armory, you have like what, 7 safes inside of there. All right, and then the last one is recommendation for the second row. Get a letter from the 2nd floor of Green Train Center, and that's it. Nothing too bad there. All right, 3rd and final row. Old Friends in Valley is eliminate 6 operators in Valley. Now, this one I would say do in normal. Yeah, probably normal will be the best because it's going to be quickest, more chances to run into bot players and just get this one done with. Next is Northridge or obtain supplies, samples from the pool table on the 3rd floor of Northridge Hotel. And then eliminate 10 enemies at the Northridge Hotel as well. This one, not too bad. You can kill the scavs. Doesn't have to be players. This one. This here, this is the only hotspot because you do have to go. Let's bring up the map there. You do have to go right up in here, right there, which is definitely a big hotspot. All right, 3-way collaboration. Place samples on the 2nd floor of the Beach Villa main building in Valley, and then eliminate 1 boss in Northridge. I know this one really hangs up a lot of people. You have to be quick on this one. The boss can spawn in multiple different places. Camp services is one of them. The hotel, we have sewage and cable car. So when it comes to eliminating the boss, what I would do is pop a stim, depending on what spawn you have, just start running. Pop a stim, start running. If you don't see his guards right away, so like his guards just kind of hang out here, or on the inside. If you don't see them, move on. Same thing. Once you go to cable car, once you run through here, if you check the bottom side, don't see them, boom, move on. Come over to sewage. If you come into the center, you don't see him, move on. He only spawns in this area right here of the hotel. So if you go to hotel, rush this part. If you don't see them, especially within the 3rd floor, then again, just move on. You checked all 4 places, definitely just didn't spawn. I know some people will go 10, 15, 20 times in a row and not see the boss there. I got it done pretty quick. I feel like he spawns quite often. I don't know. Good luck on that one. That one can be tough. I'm not going to lie. All right. Next one is Unity. Send a letter to the Northridge Hotel Building B 1st floor and a letter to the top floor of the radar station in Armory. So just a 2-parter here as far as the map is concerned. This one here, chess, is obtain reward from the small hall in farm and then eliminate 2 bosses in farm. Now for this one, you do have 2 different bosses within farm and there are a couple locations, right? So you want to check out the trade center, stables, motel, small hall, and loading area. These are all the locations where the bosses are. So like the other ones, pop your stems, make sure you have your e-drinks, and just run to all these locations until you find both of the bosses. I found them in normal. My friends found them in normal. You don't have to go lockdown or forbidden for the bosses to spawn. You just have to be seriously faster than everyone else. Good tip as well is bring no backpack. You can take this extract right here, which is the no backpack extract. After you quickly check your spots, hit a quick reset here and get back into raid. All right, the last one. I don't even know how to say this one. Oh, Komoda. That's what it was. It was the S that threw me off. I do know how to say that. All right, Komoda. Bring out 20 miscellaneous items that are gold or better. And then extract successfully from TV station 1 time. This isn't too bad. I know a lot of people see this and they're like, oh my gosh, 20 gold items. Just play the game and you'll be good. I promise. If you go Forbidden Northridge, you can probably get all that in like 1 to 2 raids. Not even kidding. So the last one there, not bad at all. And honestly, I feel like all of these missions aren't bad. They're just time consuming and it's just kind of luck based if I'm being honest with you. All right, that is pretty much it. That was long, it was lengthy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck. If you want to get your 3x3 case, let me know if you got yours already or how your grind is going. If you guys would like to join the Discord, if you're looking for any more help, link will be down below. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, go play some more Arena Breakout. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the 60 missions to get your 3x3 case in AVI. All right, y'all, I'll see you on the next one. And as always, stay strong.